this book, and the internet. They're pretty much our best friends because we don't know what we're doing.
Last night, I woke up at 3:30 a.m. It was like 51 degrees in the house. Then we looked at our temp stick, which reads the temperature in here, and I saw that it had been dropping since we went to bed and turned off the space heater. So the furnace never kicked on. So I bump the temperature way up, try to turn it on, and it's just blowing out cold air, and then shutting off after a minute, like never even trying to ignite. And we are supposed to leave today. So we're trying to troubleshoot what the heck is going on. And we need to get it fixed. It's not like we're going to Florida right now. We're going to Asheville.
Okay, so we made it to Asheville. We have an amazing campsite here at the KOA, and I'm heading to the hardware store because the furnace saga continues. We think we can fix it. Josh from Someday Starts Now has this incredible video on YouTube.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video about a problem we had with our Atwood furnace. The fan would kick on, but then it would never ignite. It would never even try to ignite.
And we're basically just gonna do exactly what he did, follow it pretty much step by step. And then Wandering America, this fantastic Instagram account, they were messaging us with some tips and tricks and things, and they confirmed it's probably the same thing. It's like the seal valve or something like that. Anyway, I gotta go get a can of air and I might upgrade my screwdriver collection because I think I need to. According to Josh's video, you need 2 different types of screwdrivers. I didn't know they made that many types. I mean, Phillips and flathead, yes, but this is like 2 different types of Phillips. All right, hardware store is 2 miles away. Here we go. Oh, hopefully we get this done before it gets too dark. And then maybe the heat will work tonight. Okay, bye. All right, in theory, these 2 things will fix our furnace.
Fingers crossed, yo.
See you out there. All right, we're wearing headlamps because it's dark out. And we're doing this project, well, it's only what? It's 6 o'clock at night, and this is what it looks like. How do I turn my headlamp on? We have screwdrivers, we have air, we have a furnace. Let's do this.
So what are you doing?
This, I'm unscrewing the heater. This is like the part where the hot air comes out when the heater's on, but the heater's not on. And so you do the 4 of those, and now I'm gonna take off the 6 screws that are holding this cover on. And then that's gonna let us see inside the furnace.
Like, this is the most Airstream techie we've been.
Yeah,
ever.
We're dismantling a part of our home, in theory, to fix it? What? So last week Chelsea gave me a haircut.
I'm just gonna do some stuff here.
What is this stuff exactly?
I don't know.
This week we're fixing the furnace.
Where's our landlord? Look how far we've come. Take that, New York landlords. We don't need you.
Seriously.
Babe? Babe, don't pry anything! Why are you bending the metal? Oh, you were taking it from the wrong part?
It's okay.
You were trying to bone tool that off?
It's okay. This is our heater. Turn it off. And now we take these 2 screws out and we slowly pull it out to the side because it has this sensor in there. And then we clean that off, clean it all off, stick it back together, and in theory, we'll have heat.
You're literally taking a thing that says highly flammable.
This is the piece that we think.
Okay, so just...
Josh, is it working?
It'll be a miracle if this works.
Oh, I
Don't
hope
you
it does.
feel like we did something?
We did so much. You like took our Airstream apart.
Now I'm gonna be worried if the furnace is gonna blow up tonight because we did something to it. You ready to see if we have heat, Maurice? We're gonna see if we have heat right now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm nervous.
We are turning the furnace on. Okay, we have air. Shh. Just feel right there. Shh, 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 shh.
You have to listen for it. Wait, let me feel to make sure. Still cold. But I heard it.
I heard it.
I heard the switch flip.
I heard it.
Did you hear the switch
Yes.
flip? And then did you hear the propane? It's getting warmer. Dun, 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 dun. We just successfully did our first Airstream maintenance.
I'm actually surprised.
That was easy. So, the furnace stopped working after we had victoriously accomplished such a huge feat. We thought, because we don't do any maintenance.
Where's our landlord?
We need a landlord now. It worked for about 5 to 7 hours. Hard to tell because it cut out in the middle of the night again. We just don't know when it's going to be working, it seems. Because this morning, Jim was like, oh, well, we should test it one more time just to make sure it's still not working before we call the RV repair person, which we found an RV repair person that is mobile and comes to you. So I called them this morning, asked them if they work with or have experience with the Atwood furnace, and they said, this way? And they said, yes. I said, okay, if we need somebody to come out, do same day calls.
They said, 2 to 3 weeks.
What? Their whole slogan is keep camping. We'll come to you. If you have a furnace issue, it's November. If it was below freezing, you can't have your issue resolved in 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my biggest question right now.
We just have to learn to do this stuff. I
Well,
think for
yeah.
ourselves.
Well, that's what it seems like, but my biggest question is if you do have something major happen and you are a full-time RVer,
What do you do?
seriously, because every place we've called says we are booked out. Most of the Airstream dealerships are booked out, what do they say, until May. Like 5 to 6 months in advance. Totally not practical.
So, help us out. What's your best tips for how to live full time on the road in an Airstream, in an RV, and keep things working when they stop working?
Look at that.
Hey, that's our Airstream.
Can you see it? Wait, where is it? Today was a perfect example for me of how quickly things can shift in the Airstream. Because we started out our day leaving a one-night overnight at a pull-through we did and going to Airstream of South Carolina.
Yeah, we did the one night on purpose so that we could wake up the next morning, get to their service counter when they open, because we didn't have an appointment. They knew that. They said come by. So we did our first ever one-night campsite.
After having moved every week for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
We're exhausted. We're moving way too fast. So we were coming off of the stress from that, and also the stress of all the things we wanted them to look at.
But then there was still the furnace.
Right. So then our furnace wasn't still working, and we had planned to have a mobile RV repair person come to our Airstream tomorrow morning, but we texted him and told him we were at the campsite, because he needed to know what campsite to come to, and he said, hey, I'm in your area, can I swing by now? So he came by at 2 o'clock and fixed the furnace like that.
Well, by fixed it, he looked at it and realized there was a little light flashing, and then on the furnace there's like a code that tells you what the flashing means.
You want to try to see how many flashes and match the flashes up with this, so it can kind of tell you what happened.
Okay.
Pretty much tells you what happened. So what you want to do anytime you have that light flashing is cut this reset off.
Okay, so that's easy. Just hit the reset, turn it off.
Turn it off.
And then
Go
to the
find
fuse.
your fuse, which is a 15 amp fuse that says furnace. Pull that fuse out.
Okay.
When you pull that fuse out, we don't know the time limit yet to leave that fuse out.
Okay.
My recommendation is 1 hour. I know that's a long time, but we don't know if it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We know it's not instant. Put the fuse back in, come out here, cut the reset button on, you should be good to go.
And the fuse is in here?
Yeah, it's under the fridge. You know the fuse is in there?
But we don't need to do that now.
No, we've already reset it.
Oh,
We're
you
good.
already did it.
Yep, we did it from here.
So, yeah, so we were told it was the sail switch, the reset button, possibly that we needed a whole new fuse board. And it
Circuit board.
Circuit board, sorry. And it was a whole lot easier than that. It just turns out we didn't know what we were looking for.
Which is a great summary of Airstream life.
That's so true. If we could summarize Airstream life right now, we don't know what to be looking for.
Yeah. This video began with the furnace not working, with us fixing a furnace, with us realizing our fix didn't stick, and it ends with a great guy named Jimmy coming out to our campsite and showing us how to use our furnace.
And at a really peaceful place where we can settle in for the next 6 days and relax, breathe easier.
And go to Congaree National Park.
Also, this KOA, by the way, a huge perk of this KOA, one of our traditions on travel days is to get pizza whenever we get to the campsite. So that's our dinner for the travel day, kind of a reward. Nobody cooks, it's easy. This KOA,
They have pizza here and they deliver it to your campsite.
amazing! We're so excited. Which my stomach's grumbling now, so can we?
Let's go get
Yeah,
pizza.
let's go get pizza.
All right.
Okay.
Well, here's to fixing life one heater at a time. Furnace at a time?
So here's to fixing all the things.
Yeah, let's just fix all the things.
Okay.
Stay jolly.